Hello and welcome to Crypto Exposed. FedNow showcases DLT powered payment system as service provider. Wow, this is big, guys. This is big. Just to let you know, this is Hedera. It's a company called Drop, and they've basically been showcased by FedNow as a service. Now, I'm going to show you quickly something here because I'm trying to be transparent with this. It does say here, the Federal Reserve wrote that it does not support or endorse any showcase providers featured on its website. Okay, cool. Let me just quickly get here. There's actually a video here by the CEO of Drop, the company, okay? And there's an interview. You can watch it. It's on the HBAR Foundation's Twitter. And he clearly says that he presented the product to FedNow. They liked the service. They wanted to promote it. So I think that's more of like a disclaimer where they're trying to, you know, be a bit more ambiguous, like trying to make it more, you know, oh yeah, we're not saying that we support it, but yet they've got it on their website, right? So to me, if you're getting on their website, there've got to be something there to it, right? So I do believe the CEO here is being clearly in talks with the Federal Reserve. They're happy with the service. It's something that they've seen and they want to try and promote it as a payment solution. So for me, although I do see that, I just see that as like a disclaimer kind of thing. I don't really see it as anything that would take away from what a big move this is. So congratulations to Drop. We'll get into the article and we'll discuss this, and then I'll tell you just some of the things that I've seen from the interview with the CEO, so you've got a bit more of a clear idea of what this is about, okay? The United States Federal Reserve's instant payment system, FedNow, has added a company powered by the distributed ledger technology, in brackets DLT, platform Hedera Hashgraph to its list showcasing service providers. On August 14th, FedNow's official website added Drop, a micropayments platform built on Hedera, to its FedNow service provider showcase section. The section aims to connect financial institutions and businesses with service providers that can, quote, help them innovate and implement instant payment products using the FedNow service, unquote. According to FedNow's site, Drop is a digital solution that was made so that merchants can accept payments at low costs. The company uses DLT and regulated banking tech to build its solution that allows merchants to accept payments without paying huge transaction fees. While the new updates seem like the Federal Reserve is warming up to DLTs, the FedNow service also wrote on its website that the materials are only, quote, presented as a convenience, unquote, to potential FedNow service participants. Quote, Federal Reserve Financial Services, in brackets FRFS, is merely the host for the showcase and does not support or endorse any showcase providers, and the inclusion or exclusion of a provider should in no way imply any recommendation or endorsement by FRFS, unquote, FedNow wrote. Meanwhile, some crypto community members criticized the new development, saying that people may have given up on the idea of crypto being an alternative to the corruption in financial systems. On Reddit, a community member expressed feeling hopeless as people cheered on the new partnership. According to the Redditor, it's understandable that people are trying to get a better financial situation, but it should not be at the expense of having a fair and open financial system. Earlier this year, other blockchain networks announced that they would connect to the FedNow service, but disappeared from the site days after being added. On May 11th, Metal Blockchain announced that it would be connecting to the FedNow service. However, the service provider was removed from the site after a few days. Okay, cool. So one thing I'll just quickly address right now in regards to the purpose of crypto. I do definitely understand that guy's frustrations, right? In terms of, you know, like crypto was meant to be decentralized and it was meant to be an alternative means to fiat. So they didn't really want the elites to be able to get a hold of it like this and start to get involved in it. I'm just going to say this, guys. The fact of the matter is, the elites are never going to let something take over that they can't control. That's just the truth of the matter. It's nice to be optimistic and think that there was going to be something where crypto could really make this, you know, whole fiat system and corruption and stuff go away. But there was never going to allow that. That's just not the way the world works. It's like CBDCs. I've told you guys numerous times about CBDCs. CBDCs are not going to be used for good. But we can't avoid it. It's happening whether you like it or not. And that's why I always say with this kind of stuff, it's either evolve or be extinct. My whole thought process when it comes to this kind of stuff, yeah, I don't like the fact that this could then be used with, people who want to use it for corrupt methods and stuff like that. I don't. But if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. So the best thing I can do is position myself within the right cryptos, etc., so I can at least benefit from it and then better my life. That's just the simple breakdown I can give you guys. So I do understand his point and I do understand his frustrations, but unfortunately, this is just the way of the world, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. The power and the elite are always going to be there. It's always going to be a higher class. There's always going to be that kind of level of people higher up and in charge. The government's always going to be way higher than everyone else and be able to bend the rules. That's just what it is. I don't think that's anything that's going to change anytime soon. So, okay, let's go just back to the interview, okay? Because as I say, I noticed that they really keep trying to point out that they're saying that, they're not endorsing it or anything like that. Well, the CEO, Sashil, has actually said that he spoke with FedNow, and he actually said they're actually happy with it and they are going to be integrating the drop service with FedNow. So they can say that, and that's fine. I guess that's their disclaimer. So that if anything happens with drop or anything like that, they can say that they didn't give any specific endorsement. I think it's them trying to clear themselves of any potential legal issues or anything like that. But Sashil actually said that he's actually been speaking with the Fed now. They're happy with the service. This is why they're putting the company on their website. So I think it's pretty clear to say that this is a big deal. It really is. So some of the things that I'll just let you know that Sashil said from this is that it's going to exponentially increase Hedera accounts. So obviously that's going to increase HBAR usage, etc., etc. So of course that's going to be great for HBAR and the price. He said the way it's going to start is probably with just merchant services at first. So it's more for the bigger entities and stuff like that, trying to get instant payments and stuff like that. And then they'll start to look at other use cases. So for example, if you was in a restaurant, you had $100 bill and you wanted to just pay that instantly, normally on a debit card, it would take 2 or 3 days to actually claim the payment, whereas this is obviously going to be instantaneous via their service, that kind of thing. They did say it could take a time for it to fully come through. It said it could be 6 months, it could be a year, it could be later on next year. So it isn't going to be a thing where this is actually official, but they did say they will let us know when drop is officially live. So obviously just keep our eyes peeled for that. And yeah, they said that they tested the product with FedNow. FedNow checked it. They liked it. That's why they said to them that they're going to put it on their website to promote it. So it looks like they're definitely happy with the services, although they may not be able to say anything out loud. So she was saying that, yeah, they were happy with the service and what they provide. So this is all going on with Hedera. Absolutely huge news. Really great to see this. Don't underestimate how big this is. That is very big. So really looking forward to this. And man, it's been so exciting for Hedera lately. I have to say, I did a video not long back saying where I've just looked over the videos I've been doing more and more recently, and I just keep seeing so much stuff about Hedera, and I'm just thinking, man, Hedera is such a big deal. It really is. So I can only reiterate that. And yes, this is definitely something to be excited about. I think you guys probably know that there was a huge increase in price. I think it went up 15 or 16%. So of course you can see already the excitement starting to show, and it's reflecting in the value of Hedera, showing you how big of a deal this is. So great stuff to see, guys. Real great stuff to see. Really happy. As I say, keep a lookout for Drop. Their Twitter handle is @Drop, and that's with 2 P's. So that's DROPPCC. Okay, so if you want to follow them on Twitter, you can. And if you want to watch the interview, it's on the HBAR Foundation's Twitter. They've got their interview with the HBAR bull. Great stuff to see, guys. Real great stuff to see. More and more reasons to be bullish on Hedera and HBAR. But what do you guys think? Drop being recognized and promoted by FedNow. Do you think this is a good thing? Are you really happy about this? Are you looking forward to trying to maybe using the drop services? Do you think this is going to be good for HBAR overall? Or do you not really think this is a good thing? You don't really think this is going to be that great for Hedera? Or maybe you're like the person who was on Reddit and just don't like the idea of this now, going away from the idea of crypto being the decentralized answer and now going into the hands of, governments and corruption and that kind of thing. Let me know your thoughts, guys. I'd be interested to hear. Thank you very much for watching this. If you did like it, please remember to drop a comment, like and subscribe. But until next time, take care.